Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming on today to share a journal that I just finished. And please mind the shadow. I know there's a shadow right here because I can see it. The lighting in my room where I craft just got changed. My husband, I used to have the lights kind of like up here on the wall, on the ceiling. Now he's put them behind me, so they're like in the middle of the room. But now I notice that it casts a shadow. So I'm not sure what exactly we're going to do now, but it's going to be a little shadowy on this part of the desk. So hope you don't mind it. So, like, I literally just finished this journal. I think I still have some glue on my fingers. I can see a little bit of it and probably under my nails, so don't mind that. But I wanted to get on and share it because I thought this came out really, really cute. So this journal I used kit from Antique Papery. It's called Spring Wish. And the actual journal measures 5.5 by 8.5. And I did cover it with fabric. And I will let you in on a little secret about this fabric. This is actually a pillowcase that I found at a thrift store. Believe it or not. It's a pillowcase. And I also put some what's it called? Not foam, felt, underneath this because the material was really, really thin, and it just kind of didn't give it the bulk of a cover. So I put the felt under it, and then I put the fabric over it just to, I mean, it's a little padded now, but it makes it feel nicer rather than just so plain. So on the front cover, with this kit comes some different types of ephemera. This one is the dress form, and I just backed it on. There's this white vintage index card. I rounded the corners, inked around it. I put some vintage music paper, a little bit of lace, and then the dress form over it. And then to tie in the purple, I put a little purple applique type flower here, and there's some lace under there. So I'm going to try to stay on this side a little more. That way it's not so shadowy. So here is the front page, or not the inside page. And this was one of the pages that I chose. And I chose this one because I thought it'd be kind of cool if you want to write something in here. It gives you like a little space. But if not, it is a pretty picture, you know, by itself. And then again, I did the vellum, and I did this paper, which is, I'm not sure what kind of paper it is. It's thicker. It looks almost a little, not marbled, but I don't know if you can see it. But I use those again to separate this page from this page. Because see, they're very similar. There's the birdhouse and the birdhouse, but this part is different. So, and here's the back side. And if you watch my previous video, the kit comes with 6 pages, and I did something a little different. Instead of printing out the 6 pages and then putting background sheets on them, I printed out 3 and then put in the back of my printer, and on the back I printed out the other 3 just to change it up a little bit. So here's a bookmark that comes with a kit. I use it to make a little side tuck, and then inside I have the vintage keyboard cards. Another of the index cards. What I did also, as I said in my previous video, I shrunk down all the pages, and then I cut them in half to make journaling cards. And then here's one of the thread winders that comes with the kit. And here's one of the squares that came with the kit, and I just used it to make a little tuck spot, and I tucked those inside. My sideways library card, and another thread winder. This page is a page out of my French book, though this actually happens to be in English. But the rest of the book it's like a French lesson book. And then we have some writing paper. And again with this, because this is music paper and it's a little hard to write on, what I did was I cut out I ripped out a little piece of coffee dyed paper, inked the edges, and then I used this so you could write on it. So that way it's a little kind of like a fun place to write. And then I used a little dress form to kind of jazz it up a bit. And then I did the same thing on the back, and then I put one of the little squares there. Here's another picture or image from the kit. It's beautiful. I love the purples in it. It's flowery, it's purpley. I think I actually named it Fluttery Flowers. I don't know why, but I just kind of, it went. But it's a very kind of purple themed kit. So here's something interesting that I did. I took a vintage Rolodex card, one of the big ones that I have. I think it's a 3x5. Is it a 3x5? It is a, oops, yeah, so 3x5. I didn't even need to ink around the edges. I don't know if you can see, but it's already so like aged around the edges. They didn't need ink. I put 2 of the squares on it and called it a day. And I think that's like really simple but really cute. And then I tucked in another one of the keyboard cards. Here is another one of the bookmarks that came with the kit. And the nice thing too also, and I know I say this before, but any of these any of these ephemera pieces you can use and make extra tuck spots just by gluing down 2 sides. You can do the same thing with a bookmark too. You know, so it gives you other ideas too that you can use your ephemera with. So here's another page from the French book. And on this side here, what I did is I used one of the thread winders, to make a little tuck spot. And then inside I have the index card, a little page, and the dress form. Sorry, I had to take a little sip of water. It's very dry in my room and my throat feels really, really dry. And then on the back, again, what I did was I put the little writing spot and then a little square on the bottom. And I really hope the lighting is okay. If it isn't, you know, please let me know in the comments, just so I can kind of light a fire under my husband's butt to hurry up and change it because my videos are coming out dark. But if it's okay for now, just let me know too. But eventually, I think he's going to either move the lights back or put more overhead lights above me. That way I can turn those on and turn the other ones off if I'm filming. Because normally it doesn't matter. If I'm just working, it's fine. It's just when filming, I don't want the shadows and stuff in the frame. So here's the middle of the signature. And I use this, I know I explained in the other video, but I thought this as a whole page would be nice to have as the middle spread. And here is the same picture I used in the front. And then another little thread winder tuck spot. Here's one of the vintage stock bin cards. And 2 little journaling spots. And some more writing on the back. And here these are the adverbs for the French book. So it has like the French here and then the English meaning on that side. So that's kind of cool. Yep. And then another little collage I did with the vintage Rolodex cards. Again, one of the keyboard cards, guest check, and this is one of the thicker ones because I have some that are thin like paper and then these ones are like a little thicker. So I like to use both of them though. And here we have another writing spot and another writing spot. Page from the French book. And then I decided to make a little envelope. I had an extra, when I was starting to print this kit, I was trying to resize it to the Traveler's Notebook size, but then when I was trying to reprint the back, I was having some problems. So there was a couple pages that I had already printed, and I wasn't going to use them. I'll probably use them for something else, but I like this image here, so I ripped this one out just to decorate the envelope with. And then inside, I just have one of the stock bin cards and then just a piece of extra journaling paper in there. And then that just clips on with a little white clippy. And of course, you don't have to keep it there. It can go anywhere you want. Another bookmark there. And then some things just tucked inside. And then let's see. We have some more. I see how it's just the purples. It's like there's a whole palette of color, but the purples just pop ever so slightly more than the rest of the colors. Then again, I mean, they're all very muted, but very pretty all together. So, I mean, to me, it's like I see the purples popping the most, but maybe your eye kind of like sees something else. So, I don't know. But to me, it's the purple. So, again, we have this, and we have the vellum, and then we have the back, and then the back. And I love this because it does have the bright purple flowers throughout, but at the same time, it's like flowery, just like the inside. So, to me, I thought this was the perfect material for it. And, you know, I hope you agree with that too. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in this journal, I'll leave the link to my Etsy in the description box below. But thank you so much for watching. And it is New Year's Eve, so I'm wishing everybody out there a very, very happy New Year's. And, I hope everybody's celebrating it with their friends and family, or just in their sweats at their craft table, because that's what I'm doing. So, thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!